Most people spend their entire lives running away from their ghosts. The missed opportunities, the businesses that went to zero, the projects that died on the vine. We're taught to move on, to look forward, and to forget the past. That is the single most expensive mistake you will ever make. Because inside those failures isn't just shame, it's data. It's the exact map of where the treasure isn't, which is the only way to find out where it is. Today, I'm doing something uncomfortable. I've spent the last 30 days performing a forensic autopsy on my biggest losers. I'm talking about the projects that cost me thousands, the ideas that got laughed out of the room, and the moments I felt like a total fraud. I reverse engineered the wreckage, and what I found wasn't just a mistake. It was a pattern. A success code hidden in the debris. By the end of this video, I'm going to show you how to stop digging your own grave and start mining your failures for gold. Why is it so hard to look at our failures? It's because of the ego. Our brains are wired to protect our identity. If a project fails, your brain tells you you are a failure. To survive, you ignore it. You bury the evidence. But high performers, the top 1%, do the opposite. Think about NASA. When a rocket explodes on the pad, they don't just say, "Oh well, let's try again tomorrow." They spend 6 months picking up every single bolt, every shard of twisted metal, and every millisecond of sensor data. They want to know exactly which $5 O-ring failed. You are the CEO of your life. But you've been letting your rockets explode and then walking away without checking the telemetry. Here is the first breakthrough. Failure is not a person, it is a variable. When I looked at my failed projects, I realized I wasn't the problem. My input timing was the problem. I was trying to sell a solution to a problem that didn't exist yet. I was a great pilot in a broken plane. If you don't separate yourself from the wreckage, you'll never be able to fix the engine. To get a breakthrough, you need a system. You can't just think about your failures. You have to interrogate them. You have to look at your failure as if it happened to a stranger. Strip away the feelings. If your best friend came to you with this exact failure, what would you tell them? When I looked at my failed e-commerce brand, I realized I was blinded by passion. I loved the idea so much, I ignored the fact that nobody was buying it. I wasn't a businessman. I was a fanboy. Decoupling allows you to see the math behind the mess. Every project has 5 variables: timing, talent, capital, market, and execution. Usually, only one of these is the killer. If you don't know which one it is, you'll change all of them for your next project and fail again for a new reason. You'll switch niches, switch cities, or switch careers when all you actually needed to do was switch your marketing angle. Charlie Munger, the billionaire investor, used to say, "Invert, always invert." Instead of asking, "How do I succeed?" ask, "What is the fastest way to guarantee failure?" I looked at my failures and made a checklist of doom. 1. I didn't test the offer. 2. I spent too much on branding before a single sale. 3. I listened to my friends instead of my customers. Now I just have to not do those 3 things, and I'm already 80% closer to a win. Here's where it gets crazy. Sometimes, the failure is the breakthrough. Have you heard of Play-Doh? It was originally invented to be a wallpaper cleaner. It was a massive failure. Nobody wanted to clean their wallpaper with it. It was a dead product. Until the inventors realized kids were using the failed cleaner to make art. When I was trying to build my first major service business, it failed miserably. But in the process, I built a custom automation tool just to help me manage the chaos. People didn't want the service, they wanted the tool. That side thing I built out of necessity became my biggest revenue stream. Your breakthrough is likely hiding in the waste of your previous failures. What skills did you learn while failing? What connections did you make? What failed asset is sitting on your hard drive right now that could be repurposed for something else? You aren't losing. You are just accumulating ingredients for a recipe you haven't written yet. The difference between a loser and a failure is simple. A loser stops. A failure is just a data point in a winning sequence. If you flip a coin and it lands on tails, did the coin fail? No, it's just one result. If you need it to land on heads, you don't throw the coin away. You flip it again and again. But YouTube and life is not a random coin flip. It's a weighted game. Every time you reverse engineer a tails, you increase the probability that the next flip is heads. Most people fail once and spend the rest of their lives complaining about the coin. The 1% fail 100 times, analyze every single toss, and eventually, they learn how to control the flip. You aren't starting from scratch. You're starting from experience. You are now more dangerous, more precise, and more failure-proof than the person who has never lost. Because that person, they're terrified. You've already been to the bottom, you've looked at the bones, and you know the way back up. I want you to do this right now. Don't close this video and go to the next one. Take 10 minutes, grab a piece of paper, write down your biggest L from the last year. Now apply the forensic method. What was the variable? What was the O-ring that snapped? Was it the market? Was it your execution? Be brutally honest. If you're brave enough, share one of those failures in the comments. I'll be down there responding, helping you spot the breakthrough you might be missing. Remember, the path to success isn't a straight line. It's a graveyard of failures that you've used as stepping stones. Stop running, start dissecting. I'll see you in the next one.